Hello, everyone, and welcome to Jack's Math Notebook. Today, we're going to continue our study of the slope-intercept form of a linear equation as represented by y equals mx plus b, where y is the dependent variable or output, m is the slope, x is the independent variable or input, and b is the y-intercept. And today we're going to focus on the slope because guess what? We have a negative slope here, meaning that we have a high left and a low right. And we're going to figure out how do we get a line with a slope like that? Well, let's take a look at our table. And on our table, our XY table, we notice if we look at our Y values, we have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, meaning that they're getting lower by 1 or a negative 1. And so that is our change in y. So our change in y is going to be a negative 1. And our x values are increasing by 2, a negative 4, negative 2, 0, 2, 4, and it's increasing by 2. So we're going to put the positive 2 at the bottom, but a negative over a positive makes everything negative. And so now guess what? We have a negative 1/2 slope. And of course, you can get this slope by using this equation, y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. But let's go ahead and plug in these x values right here to see why we get these numbers as an output. And so let's take a look at negative 4. And so when we plug in negative 4 for x, we find that a negative 4 times 1 would give us a negative 4. A negative 4 divided by a negative 2, that will give us a 2. A 2 plus 3 will give us a 5. So right here, we plug in a negative 2 right here for our x value. A negative 2 divided by a negative 2 will give us a positive 1. Okay, a 1 plus 3 will give us 4. And of course, a 0 times a negative 1/2 will give us 0. And a 0 plus 3 will give us 3. And so as you can see right now, we have our ordered pairs right here. This will be our ordered pair. So we have a negative 4, 5. And if we go over to a negative 4, we can arrive at a positive 5 right here. If we go over to negative 2 on the x line, if we go over to negative 2 and then up 4, there's our point right there. And so that's how we know we are approaching, how we getting an understanding of the slope. Or we could just go up 1, over to the left 2, up 1, over to the left 2, up 1, over to the left 2, so on and so forth to arrive at the slope of the line. And so now our y equals mx plus b equation is y equals a negative 1/2 of x plus 3. And the reason why it's a plus 3, because that is our y-intercept, that is our b value, and that's where this line crisscrosses the y-axis. Okay, and so there are times where you're going to get a positive slope, and there are other times where you're going to get a negative slope as well. And this would be a great time to pause the video or replay this video as many times you need to gain a deeper understanding, because we're always trying to get better. But in the meantime, comment, share, like, and subscribe to Jack's Math Notebook for more content. Thank you and goodbye.